Hi, my name's Robert. I'm a futures trader, and I'm going to teach you what the 2-1 trading rule is so you can learn how to manage risk on your individual trades and become consistently profitable starting today. Okay, so let's take a look here. What we're going to do, we're going to take a look at a couple different things, and I'm going to show you how this 2-to-1 trading rule can change your life, because this will change everything in your trading. Without having a firm understanding of how to use this, you won't be able to be consistently profitable or should I say, it's much more difficult to be consistently profitable over the long term. So let's take a look together, okay? So let's do a little pop quiz right here. We're going to try to figure out which one of these two traders is more profitable. Okay, so we got Trader A. Now, his name is Bill. Bill's got an awesome Instagram page. There's fancy cars on there. He's got fancy watches. And his win rate is 70%. Okay, so now the second trader, we're just going to call him Blobbert. Blobbert, he has no Instagram page. He has barely any YouTube subscribers, so please click subscribe. It would really help us out. And his win rate is only 45%. Okay, so the question is, which one of these two traders is more profitable? Okay, so the Trader A with a 70% win rate, or is it Trader B with a 42% win rate? Which one do you think it is? The answer is, now, is it Trader A, Bill? Wrong. Not Trader A, Bill. And the truth is that we can't find the answer to this question yet because we need more information. We need to know what their risk to reward ratio is. And that's where the 2-to-1 trading rule comes into play. And it's a ratio. What the 2-to-1 trading rule is a ratio of reward to risk. So 2-to-1 means that you have 2 parts reward to 1 part risk. And on this chart down here, you can see these are some examples of what common risk to reward ratios are, at least in futures trading. And you've got like 1/2 to 1, 1.5 to 1, 2 to 1, and 3 to 1. So let's just say that you are trading ES futures, right? And you're using the 2-to-1 risk to reward, and you have a 4-point stop. Let's just say 4-point stop. And an 8-point take profit. So that would be your bracket order, right? You'd have a 4-point stop and an 8-point take profit. The 4 points below the entry, that's your risk, and we'll define it as R. That's what your risk is. And the 8 points above your limit order or your fill would be your reward, and that would be 2 times R, the 2 times the risk. 4 times 2 equals 8. And it works for anything else. Like if it was a 3-to-1, you had a 4-point stop, then you'd have a 12-point take profit. And because 3 times 4 equals 12. And that'll give you, and I'll show you here in this next slide, here's an example of the DOM. And this is what it would look like. So this is a 1 to 2. And there's 4 points here on this part, down here on the bottom. And we'll call that R. Okay, so that's the stop portion. And then up here is the 8 points, which would be the take profit. So the limit order up here at the top. We'll call that 2R. And this becomes a 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio, right? 2-to-1. So let's go ahead and take a look at this next slide, and I'll show you a little bit more about how we can use this to determine which one of these two traders is actually more profitable. So both traders, let's just do a sample size, and let's say like both traders are actually taking 100 trades, right? So with the 100 trades, let's say Bill's using the 0.5-to-1 risk to reward ratio, okay? Now, meaning 1 part risk to 1/2 a part of reward. And Blobbert's going to use the 2-to-1 trading rule, meaning 2 parts risk to 1 part reward. So, and again, we're going to use R to represent the risk factor. So we've got Bill with 0.05 reward to 1 part risk. And that, which means his take profit is really close, right? Like if he was using the 4-point stop, his take profit would only be 2 points. And then Blobbert's going to use the 2-to-1 trading rule. So he's got 1 part risk to 2 parts reward. All right. And then that'll allow us to figure out which one of these traders actually has a more profitable system. So trader A, Bill, let's go ahead and Bill places 100 trades, and we know he has a win rate of 70%. We can calculate the number of winning trades that he has using the following formula. This is really easy math. Don't get discouraged or whatever. This is super simple. I have it all broken down. You can see it's really easy to do. So the number of wins equals 100 times 0.70. That's the 70%, which gives us a total number of 70 wins. Perfect. Then his number of losing trades would be, his number of losses would just be 100 minus 70, the number of winning trades, and we got 30. So he has 70 winning trades, 30 losing trades. You with me so far? Easy, no problem. Next thing we do is use his 0.5 to 1 risk to reward ratio, and we can actually calculate how much profit he makes this way. And what we do is we'll see 70 wins times 0.5, which is equal to 35R. We're going to represent it as a unit of his risk. Just keep it real easy. 35R is his profit, and then we can calculate his loss doing the same thing. We'll take the negative 30 times 1, will give us negative 30R, and that'll be his loss. So he has 35R in profit and 30R in loss, and that, which means that trader A, Bill, he will earn 5R, which is 35R of profit minus 30R of loss will leave him with 5R. Now, we'll take a look at trader B, Blobbert. So Blobbert places 100 trades, and we know he has a win rate of 42%. So we can calculate his number of winning trades using the same following formula, okay? So the number of wins will be 100 times 0.42, which is 42%, which gives us 42 winning trades. Then the number of losing trades, we'll just do 100 minus 42 equals 58, real simple. And then we can do the same thing. Now we're going to use a 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio here. So we're going to multiply his number of wins. 42 wins times 2 equals 84R. That's his profit. And then his loss would be negative 58R. So, which is easy as 58 times 1, right? And that leaves Blobbert, trader letter B here. That means that he is going to earn 26R. 84R minus 58R equals 26R. So the winner is trader B, Blobbert. It's interesting, right? Because even though Bill has a higher win rate, he actually makes less than Blobbert because his risk to reward is so low. Really important to know that. It's super, super important. His losses are bigger than his winners. Remember, if we use that example, 4-point stop, 2-point take profit. His losers are bigger than his winners, meaning he has to win a lot more to be profitable. Now, he is barely break even. In fact, if he drops even a little bit below that 70% win rate, he will start to lose money. Okay, so Blobbert can drop as low as 33.33% win rate and still break even. You can go all the way down to 33.33% when you're using the 2-to-1 trading rule. Okay? And that's how the 2-to-1 trading rule can change your trading results. But don't go yet. I have more examples, and I want to show you some interesting things that happen with it. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens if we increase both of these traders' win rates by 10%. Okay, again, simple math. I'm just going to do it real quick here for you. And Bill will have that 80% win rate instead of 70, okay? And Blobbert's going to go ahead and move up to 52% win rate instead of 42%. Okay, so trader A, Bill, with an 80% win rate. Now we're going to run the same calculations. We'll just run through them here. Bill places 100 trades, and he now has a win rate of 80%. We can calculate the number of winning trades with the following formula. Number of wins equals 100 times 0.80, which is equal to 80. And his number of losing trades, which would be 100 minus 80. Now you have 20. So it has 80 winning trades, 20 losing trades with that 10% increase in his win rate. Now with the 0.5 to 1 risk reward, we can calculate his profit. Let's see what he makes this way. It's going to be more. So 80 wins times 0.5 equals 40R profit. Okay, good. And then his loss would be 20 times 1, which would be 20R. And that means that he would earn 40R minus 20R, which is equal to 20R. So it is an increase. He increased by 15R with that 10% increase. Okay, let's take a look now at trader B. So trader B here, Blobbert with the 52% win rate. Let's take a look at this real quick. So Robert places 100 trades, and now he has a win rate of 52%. Okay, we can calculate his number of winning trades with the following formula. Number of wins, 100 times 0.52, which is equal to 52 wins. and the number of losing trades, which is 100 minus 52, which is equal to 48. Okay. Now, using the 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio, we can calculate his profit. 52 wins times 2 equals 104R. And now his loss, which is 48 times 1, which leaves us with negative 48R. And we subtract those two numbers, and we come up with 104R minus 48R, which is equal to 56R. It's a huge increase. It's a huge increase. And you can see here that with a 70% win rate, Bill made about 5R. And then with the 42% win rate, Robert made 20R, which is better, right? When we increase both of those win rates by 10%, Bill goes up 15R, but Robert gains actually like 36R, 20R, and then 56R with the 52% win rate. Now, the question is that I want to pose to you guys, and I want to ask you is, do you think it's easier, and you can answer in the comments below, do you think it's easier to increase your win rate from 70% to 80%, or to increase your win rate from 42% to 52%? Which one of those two do you think is easier? Now, this chart right here shows you some examples of different ratios and what the break even on them would be. So in a 0.5 to 1, you need a 66.67% win rate to break even. At a 1.5 to 1, you need a 50% win rate to break even. At a 2 to 1, you need 33.33%. And at a 3 to 1, you only need 25% to break even at a 3 to 1 risk reward. But it's important to understand that when you're using this, you can't just go in and say, okay, I'm going to trade my strategy, but I'm going to make my bracket so much bigger, and then that's it. I'll be so much easier. I won't have to win as much, and I'll make all this money. As you increase your risk to reward, you're going to decrease your win rate. They're correlated in the sense that you need to be mindful of, if you're a scalper, you can't just go in and throw a 3 to 1 risk to reward ratio on and change your life. You have to have a strategy that you can use that will work with this kind of ratio. I prefer to use a 2 to 1. Anything over 1.5 is okay. But 2 to 1 really produces a nice cushion where I don't have to be right as much and still can wind up being profitable, which is great. So why is this important? It makes it much easier to break even on your trades, which is awesome. It also, once you have your sample size of, say, over 20 trades or 1 to 2 months worth of trading results, you can go ahead and allows you to know whether or not it's the right time to scale or not. You know, you can use this in a way that gives you some statistical data that you've been trading the same system with the same risk to reward for a period of time, and that'll give you some insight into what you're going to do in the future. So let's do a quick summary. The 2-1 trading rule is 2 parts risk to 1 part reward. Okay? It allows you to win rate to be as low as 33.33%, and you can still break even on your trading, which is fantastic. And professionals look at how much they are risking to how much reward they are getting for a trading strategy. It's not just about the dollar amount. And the last thing is the win rate by itself doesn't really tell you anything. It doesn't. So I'd love to know what risk to rewards you guys are using. I'm funded with Apex. I told you that in the beginning. If you go into the comments, there'll be a link down there. If you're ready to get funded, you can use my discount code and get a discount up to 80% on your next evaluation if you're ready to go ahead and go that route. And I would love to hear from you guys. Please leave me a comment down there. Ask me any questions that you might have, any ideas that you might, or things that you might want to see in the future for videos. I'd love to hear those too. And if you're not subscribed, please hit subscribe now, and we will see you on the next one. I want you to keep calm and keep trading on.